What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Local Topper Profiles, where we are once again back with a local topper. So we are here with
Ari.
All right, Ari, what deck did you play today to win tonight's locals?
Blue-Eyes.
All right, so the long-awaited structure deck finally came out, and now we finally get it on our series. So, and then, yeah, without further ado, let's get on. Let's see what was under the hood, and let's get on with the profile.
Yeah, so after about playing literally all day, went to the St. Pete Championships for OTS and made the top cut with this deck. Made the top 8 out of like maybe 35, 40 people. Honestly, the most play deck I've played against with this so far has been the XYZ Rigels, hands down the most popular deck right now. And Blue-Eyes, I honestly feel like is the anti-hand trap deck profile right now, because like I've been Ash, I've been Drolled, I've been Impermed, and it just doesn't stop. Like you stop one thing, it just does another deck, which is why I'm playing it right now. So going out into the cards, the must play 2 Blue-Eyes White Dragons. Literally the whole core of the entire deck, like, speaks for itself. From that, definitely one of the best cards in the whole deck. Maiden places True Light from the deck to the field. Speaks for itself. Just spams out the synchros. 3 Sage speaks for itself. Another main starter. Normal summon it. Search yourself or an effect veiler.
It's the Stratos for your tuners.
Literally. The Primite engine speaks for itself. Literally, almost every single time when I've resolved this, it literally wins me the games just with the infinite resource resetting. And the also starter for the Blue-Eyes engine just by itself. 1 Jet Dragon, just because if you're not playing this in your Blue-Eyes, then you're misplaying, because this card is so powerful. I've had games where people have tried to swing at me with the Rigel and then damage step, just bounce back their pop Rigel detonator, and then they have to make it again. Phenomenal card. And if they pop my stuff while it's in the graveyard, it just comes right back. 3 Ash speaks for itself. You're not playing this, I don't know what you're playing. 3 Effect Veiler, an additional normal summoner, an extender for the deck if you don't really have anything else, and another searchable hand trap with Sage. I like to run 1 of this just because with its end phase effect, I could literally search out my normal summon primal card, and just having it in case I come into a mirror match or another like light or dark engine, it's really nice just to have it as a surprise in the search on end phase. 2 Nibiru's. I hate it at 3. I only ever play it at 2 because I never want to see multiples of this card in my hand. I'd rather draw it into it and then see 2 of them in my hand. That's the monster lineup. After that, we go into the spells. The Wishes for Eyes of Blue. There's been a lot of debate with this card about whether you should run it at 3 or 2. I understand it's searchable, but with the hands that I normally draw, I never see this card, and I normally have a hard time getting True Light to that stage. So just having this in hand to just start it all by itself is honestly worth running at 3 in my opinion. 3 Literally the Roads speaks for itself. You gotta run it. The whole engine starter, literally whenever I've resolved this card and been able to keep it, it normally wins me the game by itself. 1 Call by the Grave. I honestly think it's a misplay that people are siding decking this card right now. This card, I believe, in my opinion, should always be main decked because it's phenomenal for you going first. It's phenomenal for you going second. I honestly don't understand why people side deck this card. The 1 Field Spell speaks for itself. Additional normal summon. The Roar of the Eyes of Blue. Special summons Blue-Eyes White Dragon. The fusion summon effect from Graveyard has honestly won me so many games today because people just don't see it coming, and then you just bring out a 3400 beat stick that just swings at everything. Literally takes games. The 1 Drill Beam, you gotta play it if you're running the Primate engine. This card is literally like a whole game winner just by itself. Just being able to negate anything on the field and then banish it and then be able to just reset itself and the same turn you use it is busted.
Yeah, because you can't play those.
The 1 Primite Roar, a lot of people don't run this. I personally run it because I love this effect when it's in the graveyard when you declare Blue-Eyes White Dragon. And once you have it on the field, literally your opponent tries to normal summon, you banish this and then banish that monster because no one's normal summoning a monster with 3000 attack.
Oh, that feels bad.
The one Triple Tactics Thrust. This card literally this little card by itself stole the entry into the top 8 at the OTS because my opponent activated Infinities to negate something. I then activated this, took it, and then took his other attack position monster, brought out Blue-Eyes, and just went for game. And then one Power of Prosperity, just because it's still Brick Eyes, so a little bit of hand customization is still really nice. And that's it for the spells. Trap cards. 3 impermanents, easy. Like, and no matter what deck I'm playing, I'm always going to play 3 imperm. It's just way too good of a starter, and way too good of a disruptor.
I can tap it and create a 1/1 top.
You have to have this card if you're playing Blue-Eyes. Like, this card is literally Ash Blossom, the trap card. Just, you resolve it, stop anything from them searching, and it's, you gotta play this. Like, if you're playing Blue-Eyes, you need to pick these up at 2, at least. The one True Light speaks for itself. The one trap card speaks for itself. Now we're going to go on the extra deck. The 3 Spirit Dragons. I've never made 3. I've always thought that was a little bit extra, but just ending it on either 2 or 1, literally the whole engine of the whole deck right here. Best card in the whole extra deck. I only run 1. I honestly don't know why people play this at 2, because once you bring it out once, like, you normally are already going to win the game there. Just with the Omni Negate, then it destroys itself, bring out another Synchro from the graveyard. Or Blue-Eyes, it's just too good. Crimson Dragon, whole tag out package, speaks for itself. 2 spirits, tag out, do the whole recycle. And then just more generic tag out targets for Spirit Dragon, backward destruction.
That's going to
really phenomenal for protection and negation, and then destroy a card on top of it, and a 4K beat stick. I honestly have been going into this card a lot more because it's an Omni Negate and then just banishes, and it's the battle phase banish. Like, this card is just so phenomenal. Like, and it's super cheap. Like, everyone should play this in their Blue-Eyes. The 2 link packages speak for itself. Another engine starter. Search it's a field spell. Special summons Blue-Eyes. I don't know why people run this at 2. You only need a 1. Tribute this off. Bring out Jet Dragon. It's on the field now. And then that's basically the end of it. A little bit of disruption. Honestly, I prefer going into Heavenly Spirits instead of this, because I feel like this is just does more than this, and I've honestly been considering taking it out. Blue-Eyes Tyrant, board breaker, resets your trap cards whenever you have them engraved, swing at everything. It's unaffected by trap cards. It's one of the best cards in the extra deck. Target protection. This card you only really go into if you're ever like losing and your opponent has 3K beat sticks. I've never really gone into this because otherwise the game is already won at that point, or I've come back and I didn't need to go into it. So like, I've yet to go into this card, but it's still really good to like keep in your back pocket in case you need to go into it.
All right, and then with that being the end of the extra deck, I always want to know, so since you won tonight's tournament, what were some of the matchups you played against today?
Rigel, straight up. I came across a few Blue-Eyes players at the OTS Championship, but aside from that, the only deck that like I've been consistently running into is the XYZ deck. Yeah. And, you know, everybody loves Detonator. It's a phenomenal card, but not the most OP thing in the world, but it's still a really good deck. Yeah, because after a while, people will learn how to play around it. But yeah, for everyone who's watching these videos, be sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.